high soft shot, we scull over the green. Oh man, we're in trouble. We got the same thing again. So, how are we going to do this shot today? Well, it's pretty simple. My setup for these shots for short games always very similar. So for me, if you want to come around here, Pietro, as well, you guys just get a little bit closer right here. Just so you guys can see how I hit this shot. So number one, the biggest difference between today's shot and last week's shot, ball position is going to be more in the middle. The handle will not be as far forward, right? I don't want to lead the club into the ground and kind of stick in the ground. You see how the grass sticks up like that? So ball position more in the middle, handle neutral, not as far forward, and most importantly, we're going to have the face open. Face open will allow us to use the bounce. So what's very different about this shot is I'm allowing my students, you guys, to use your wrist more on the through swing. If I can learn to use my wrist, I can learn to control the low point and to use the bounce. So when I hit these shots, I keep my stance open, the face open, the ball middle, the weight a little forward, and as I go through, I'm feeling like the bottom of the club, the back edge of the bounce, is what hits the ground. So when I do this, I'm trying to make a thump. You can see I'm not making a divot, I'm just ruffling the grass. So when I hit this shot, I'm literally trying to make a thump and finish with my chest and my hips facing the targets, and my wrist will be unhinged. Last week for the chip shot, my wrists were forward a lot. So a typical pitch shot is going to look like this, just to the middle of the green. Very high, very soft. That ball rolled out 2-3 feet. Right? Very soft swing. Half swing, yeah. So last week we talked about the clock. Chip shots go 5 to 7. This shot, I'd say my left arm's almost to parallel, and on the through swing it goes to parallel. So I always think parallel to parallel. So having the face open and learning to use the bounce and